In my opinion, a bog filter is the best filter for pretty much any pond, so today I wanted to quickly share a few awesome reasons why that is. If you don't already know me, my name is Kev, and the aim of my channel is to help people build and maintain a pond without spending a fortune. If that sounds like something that interests you, you might like to subscribe and visit my website ozponds.com. A bog filter, when sized appropriately, should give you crystal clear, healthy water every time. Any filter needs to be sized appropriately for a pond, and a bog filter is no different. The filtering capacity for a pond with large fish is much different to that of a pond with tadpoles. Over on my website, I've created a free calculator that will help you size the bog filter and your required pump size. And you can toggle the calculator between gallons and litres. So a bog filter is filled with rock, pebble and plants, and this provides heaps of surface area for beneficial bacteria and microbes to live and thrive. Water is pumped into the bog filter, and these bacteria, microbes and the plants help remove compounds that would otherwise foul the water. The result is clean, clear, healthy water without the need for chemicals. If you want to learn how to build a bog filter, I'll put a link in the description to a good overview video. The next benefit of a bog filter is that it's very low maintenance compared to other pond filters. In my ponds, I never need to conduct a water change. The combination of different bacteria and microbes occupying different zones within the filter, coupled with the plants, means that any build-up of nitrate, nitrite and ammonia is effectively processed. And because a bog filter is much larger, it will go for extended periods of time without needing to be emptied and flushed. And you can design it in a way that when this is required, it's an easy job. Again, I've created lots of resources to help you design and build a bog filter. And you can use or modify those designs to suit your needs. Along the lines of no maintenance, I also love that I can go away on holiday for extended periods of time and not worry about my filter or pond. The design of a bog filter is simple. All we're doing is moving water through rock, pebble and plants. There's not a lot of moving parts and not a lot that can go wrong. And if the power shuts off, I have the bogs designed in a way that they won't drain, and that'll keep the filter alive until the power is restored. I'll put a link in the description of how that's achieved with the use of a breather pipe to prevent siphoning. So you can build a bog filter out of anything that will hold water. You can also have them above the pond, in the pond, below the pond, as part of a stream or waterfall, and you can make them look like part of the landscape. So there's no need to hide them away, they can look beautiful in their own right. Because the water is moving through rock and pebble, there's large volumes of water that are inaccessible to fish, and this means your filters also provide a refuge to those smaller organisms that form the base of the aquatic food chain. This helps to keep the pond healthier as you're less reliant on purchased foods. I also like to stock and design my ponds in a way that I don't need to feed the fish. Nature does it for me. When the bog filter is separate to the main pond, or even if it's inaccessible to the fish, ducks, turtles, or whatever you're keeping in the pond, you can grow a wide variety of plants. The more diverse the plants are, the more nutrients you can potentially remove from the water. Certain fish and animals can make keeping plants inside the pond impossible, but with a separate bog filter, you can reap the rewards that plants provide. Some people will even take it a step further and grow edible plants in their bog filters. A bog filter works on the same principles as aquaponics, which is the combination of fish keeping and growing plants. Bog filters are also efficient to run. All you need to do is move water through the rock and the pebble. And don't forget I have that calculator on my website that will help you size a pump. There's plenty of efficient pumps these days, and with variable speed models, you can save quite a bit on your energy bill compared to traditional pond pumps. You can find some links to the pumps I like to use on my website, but you might even want to take it a step further and power your bog filter using air. You can find plenty of designs online for airlift pumps, bubble pumps. There's a few different names that people will call them. Remember, a bog filter is simple. We're just moving water through the rock, pebble and plant roots. And maybe the best thing about a bog filter is that it's really easy to build one yourself. and that'll save you loads of money right there. It'll also teach you so much about nature and pond ecology. Once you learn how to design and build your own filters, you aren't relying on expensive experts or contractors. Filtering a pond isn't rocket science. Once you know the basics, it's pretty simple. Anyway, I hope this video and all the resources I've linked are helpful. If it was, feel free to tickle the thumbs up button. Thanks for watching. See ya.